On closer inspection, we find that the spider is not an insect at all. He is an arachnid, something very different. For one thing, the spider has 8 legs in place of the insect's 6. He has 2 body sections instead of the insect's 3. And unlike the typical insect, he has no wings or antennae.
Grotty.
I weren't invited, but I turned up late anyway, wearing the same cum-stained boxers I wore yesterday. 8 legs, eyes bulging, looking hella bait. My brain is bodged together with a metal plate and sellotape. We sniffers at the flake to celebrate. These slow roasted rodents are delicious. I'm already on my second plate. Grotty's back with a snotty sack. Tell her mate she steals my favourite pills when I'm asleep, but the sex is great. The devil's busy right now, please leave a message. I sit and watch the tadpoles weave around my beverage. His pointy ears are seeping out a greenish gas. I keep a stash of acid tabs between my nads for when I'm feeling peckish. Uppers in our cuppers, downers in the Pez dispenser. I'll be on a bender, boofing berries until next December. The skin's crispy and the human flesh is fresh and tender. We don't want your cash, you just gotta flash your breast to enter.
I'm off on my next adventure like a vexed avenger. I'll swing a hammer at your head like you're a sex offender. I'll have you leaking red magenta like a wet placenta. I get nicked, I'm Bruce Willis, suddenly I'll get dementia. I'm seeing clearer now, I'm clean again, my mind is lucid. I spent a lot of years on drugs and quite deluded. I was being unproductive, making shy excuses. I jack Danz for a beat and say that I produced it. I'm lying but please believe me, your being was pleased to meet me. I'm adding her up, then after we fuck I'm telling her please delete me. I used to sell drugs to pay for my drugs, my tolerance screaming out feed me. Then I went to prison man, it was a signal I'm getting my method on 3G. You ever mixed a rapper smack with phenobarbital all then snorted lines of pre-gabling mixed ket until you gargle drool? I have, I've been dropping oxys, now my carpet's full. It's been like 15 months and I ain't even left my yard at all. Dotz.
Now perhaps you're wondering how the spider avoids being caught in its own trap. Well, the reason is not hard to find. The web is actually made up of 2 kinds of silk. One kind is elastic and sticky. The other is inelastic and non-sticky. The spokes of the web, the framework, and the guy lines that support it are all of inelastic and non-sticky silk.
We're climbing up from the sector, spreading the pestilence. Never the second best, put the LS into excellence. Wait, my brain fading, I couldn't fathom a single word. Trying to travel back to examining where my sins occurred. But that's impossible, cause it's a mighty long list. Like you're on the session, it's your turn to head to Londis. Wrong kiss of death and now the Reaper got me deep in love. Keep a tab on habits or the anarchism creeping up. Eating bugs, tell the fam that it's nutritional. A really nice guy for a fucked up individual. Still, a large percent of my history's inadmissible. Fading out on the pages, my presence is apparitional. I drove myself insane way before provisionals. In intervals, I'm either overseen or I'm invisible. But one thing I know for sure, the syndicate's invincible. And in this dirty school of hard knocks, we're still the principal.
Hey, I'm posted, laying in the roses. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Never met the quarters, Bucky for the porters. When he switched the style up, they was ripping down the posters. Dying with the lotus, petals in the sewer. Henny on the rocks, kid, stepping with my viewer. Pass the packet to her, moving like he renting. Later on the mirror, doing lines like detention. Gotta pay attention, cost a pretty penny. Heavy on the C-facts, pop him on the telly. Got him on the celly, have a little chin wag. Not shot at a Lenny, Kenny's by the bin bag. Ready for the impact, everybody bracing. Game on the blower, telecommunications. Stepping in with Satan, you ain't even run the race. Weighing up them options, they both fucking underweight. Fuck with me.
Like other spiders, she is equally well equipped for spinning silk. The roof of her house is a network of silken strands. No heavy door bars entrance to this silvery bungalow. She has but to touch the wall and she's in. The problem is to get in and out without dividing the house into a duplex, and stay out without drowning. This is accomplished in a most ingenious fashion.